Good morning, guys, and welcome to Sober School, where you can always find your experience, strength, and hope. My name is Drew, and I'm an alcoholic. And you don't have to be an alcoholic. You can be whatever you want to be. You're always welcome here on this platform. I want to start off by saying what an exciting time to be in recovery. Last night I was at a meeting and heard the lead by this lady that I've known for some time. I've seen her in the rooms a lot. Talked to her several times, but she gave her lead last night, and it was just so powerful. Man, it was great to hear her share her experience, strength, and hope. Last night I got to give out chips, and I've given out chips 1,000 times. But just last night, man, there were so many people picking up chips, and the more people picked up chips, the more excited I would get. And those of you who know me, it's just like a tea kettle, just boiling, and the next thing you know, I explode. But seeing how everybody come in and pick up their chips, man, it was just seeing, the look in their face when they're getting their chip and they realize, hey, I've made it 30 days, I've made it 90 days, I've made it, 6 months. Michael and Adam, they picked up their 8th and 9th month chip last night, and I didn't realize it until I saw them stand up, and man, that was when my tea kettle just and it was Katie bar the door. So I don't know. Like I said, giving out chips is just one thing that is awesome to do. It represents to you. It represents. To me, it represented a moment where I can look back and say, okay, my actions spoke to my words. And with that being said, I want to segue in, because it is a serious topic. I want to talk about the seriousness of sobriety. A long time ago, I heard a great saying, actions speak louder than words. And I didn't quite understand it, but give you a great example. If anyone who knew me back in, say, I don't know, early 2021, I was about 80 pounds overweight. And so had I walked up to you in February of 2021 and said, hey, I'm a health and nutrition expert, let me help you, you'd have looked at me and said, you're a damn Twinkie expert. Let me help you find, the gym, right? And that would have been fair. So what I would have been saying to you was totally different than what you would have been observing, right? If I tell you, I'm serious about sobriety, and I'm going to stop drinking, but then every time you turn around, you're driving past the bar and you see my car in the bar parking lot. What the fuck you think I'm doing in the bar? I'm not in there trying to sell anything other than some bullshit. I'm there drinking, right? So if I'm saying I want to get sober, I want to stop drinking, or I want to stop using drugs, but you see me at the drug house, my actions are different than what I'm saying. And so it becomes a credibility issue. And that's what happens with a lot of folks. I see it more often than not, I feel like. I hear people say, yeah, I want to get sober. I want to get clean. I want to stop using. I want to stop drinking. And they say it, and I believe that they mean it at that particular moment. I believe they 100% genuinely mean it. Somewhere along the line, that genuine meaning that they have, that heartfelt intention that they have to get clean, to get sober, it gets overshadowed by the desire, the physical craving, right? The mental obsession, the phenomenon of craving. It gets overshadowed. And that's why I would go back out. I would be like, I remember telling my kids, I'm going to stop Monday. Tell my wife, I'm going to stop Monday. Yep, Monday. Matter of fact, tomorrow is my last day. Blah, blah, blah. And so with all that being said, lo and behold, no matter how much I'm in it, I would go right back out. Thank God I've seen people take it seriously enough. They say it, and then, hey, I want to get sober. I'm going to get clean. I'm going to get sober. And by God, they come hell or high water, they're still clean. They're still sober. So I've seen it go both ways. We need to take our sobriety seriously. Whatever amount of effort we put into getting sober, we're going to get that equal amount or less in return. Let me say that again. Whatever amount of effort we put into getting sober and getting clean, we're going to get that much back in our sobriety or less. See, if I only put 50% in the bank, 50% of my salary in the bank, I can only take out 50% of my salary out of the bank or less. I can't take out 75% out of the bank when I only put 50% in. And that's what I'm trying to say here. So whatever we put into, the amount of effort we put into our sobriety is exactly what we're going to get back out, right? It's exactly what we're going to get back out. And you know, we have to take action. And it started kind of like with what we shared the other day, talked about the other day on the video. It starts with our thinking. It just does. So I don't want to say that you can't have fun, because anybody who knows me and they've been in rooms with me and JD, we get in trouble. JD's my alcoholic brother from another mother. We get into trouble a lot. We're always being happy, joyous, and free because, well, we've reached that point. We put in the work. We worked the steps, you know. And even when we were still up and coming through the rooms, we still had fun. I would much rather a newcomer come in and see me and JD over there, you know, bantering, happy, joyous, and free, than me and JD sitting over going, what? No. You know, you could still be happy, joyous, and free, but you want to focus on taking your application of the steps serious. All right? You can still have fun in the rooms. You can still have fun working with your sponsor. You can be all these things. But when I'm talking about that seriousness, I'm talking about the way you apply those steps. That's what we need to take serious. The application of those steps. Remember, our actions speak louder than our words. And what we put into it is exactly what we're going to get out of it. And that's a take-home message I want to leave with you today. You know, make sure that we are applying this or putting our effort, we're taking the effort that we put into it seriously. The way we apply those steps, make sure we're taking that seriously. One last thing, actually, I do want to mention, you know, take your application of the steps seriously, but don't take yourself too damn seriously. And what I mean by that is we're going to screw things up. We're going to make mistakes. It's going to happen. We're not perfect. We're human. Hell, we're drug addicts and alcoholics afterwards, you know. So yeah, we're going to make mistakes. When you make a mistake, admit it, set the son of a bitch on the shelf, and move on. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. No one says you can't stumble. No one says you have to be perfect. All right? That's not what we're saying at all. What I'm wanting to reinforce with you is take the application of your steps, but take that part seriously. But otherwise, if you make a mistake, don't sit there and go, oh, well, I fucked up, so I might as well go on back out and go back on a bender. No! You fucked up, you move on. Chalk it up to experience. You know, learn what you did wrong and take off. Move on. So leave you with that today. Again, whatever we put into, the amount of effort we put into our sobriety is exactly what we're going to get back out. And I want to encourage you guys, you know, take the application of the steps. Take your application of the steps. Take that seriously, because that's going to determine how much, you know, you get back out of the program. And I can tell you this, I've never met somebody who's put 100% in to the program and not got anything back. Everybody I've seen, when they put 150% into the program, they've got 150% back. No doubt about it. So just be encouraged. Keep that in mind. You know, your application of the steps, take that seriously. But otherwise, don't take yourself too damn seriously. And don't be so hard on yourself. Remember, we say progress, not perfection. Sometimes we forget that not perfection part, and we expect perfection. And I don't want you to do that. We're setting ourselves up for failure. So anyway, I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys have a kick-ass day. Again, if you have any type of topics you'd like for us to discuss, send them to drew@soberschool.org, DREW at soberschool.org, or in the online peer recovery support group on Facebook. You can message into those for those topics. And again, we encourage everyone to share your experience, strength, and hope, and your words of encouragement through that forum. So with that being said, again, I hope you guys have a kick-ass day. And remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.